Very good morning, students. BSc Part 2, Semester 3, Paper number 6, Industrial Chemistry, and the topic name is Unit Operation. In the previous lectures, we have seen how that the processes and the systems they are to be followed in the different kinds of industries. At Kolhapur, we have seen that the sugar industry, milk industry, they are around us. So let us see one by one how that operations that be done in the industries and the processes which are followed and the treatments which are to be done. Take that example. For example, just I am giving that the processes correlated with the municipal corporation, that water purification systems, and it is used for different kinds of industries to purify or that get that the pure material from the industries. So in industries you are knowing that the material which is to be processed, it should be having that very higher in a quality as well as the quantity it should be in a larger, and that's what it makes that when the good quality material is there, you will get that correct amount also, and it depends upon the quality of the product. So for following that or getting that the correct material which is quality wise, we have to operate the systems, we have to do that correct reactions uh, which are followed in the industries. Now, in unit operations, the treatment methods are to be followed. Basically, different kinds of treatments are to be done. And they are the treatment system which consists of a combination of different treatment units which either reduce the quantity of impurities or qualify the wastewater to undergo action in a next treatment unit. This is that we have to reduce the most of all the impurities, so we will get that a correct product which is qualified. Each treatment unit employ one or combination of physical, chemical and the biological measures which are based upon the type of measure which are used, and treatment methods can be broadly classified into the unit operations and the unit process. So the treatments which are followed in the industries to get that the purified material, quality material, they are unit operation and the unit processes. Now, the term unit operation is nothing but the treatment measures in which the application of physical forces predominates are known as unit operations. Major treatment measures falling under the categories: number 1, it is screening. Screening means we have to collect the rough materials from the surrounding area or somewhere else where we have to treat it in a proper manner in industries. So separation from that impurities to get that pure material, that is nothing but the screening. So that one of example which I want to say about the sugarcane industry, that sugar industries, we are collecting the sugarcane from the surrounding area. So it is not a unique in a manner, and that's what the rough sugar canes are to be separated, the grass or that a material which is to be impure, that should be separated from it, and then that the good quality material or the sugar cane it is to be processed, so we get that a proper quality wise sugar, that it will get that a proper money also. Second, it is the mixing. Mixing is very important. So when we collected and the screening is to be done, that is the first basic method which is to be followed. So for the further reaction, we have to mix, but mix in a proper manner. Third, it is the flocculation. So flocculation, sedimentation, so that make it settle in proper manner. Then flotation, by means of flotation we have to float the material from one area to the another tank, and that we have to remove that the material or the gases which are we don't want for the further processes. Then illustration, vacuum filtration, heat transfer, and last one it is the drying. So these are the unit operations which are to be done in a industries. Let us see what is the screening. It means exactly the screening is the first operation at any wastewater treatment works. This process essentially involves the removal of large non-biodegradable and floating solids that frequently enter a wastewater works, such as rags, papers, plastic, tins, containers, and so many. They are to be present or thrown in a water. So we have to screen it properly so that the water it should be flow in a proper manner. Then efficient removal of these constituents will protect the downstream plant and equipment from any possible damage, unnecessarily wear and tear, pipe blockages, um, and the accumulation of unwanted material that will interfere with the required wastewater treatment processes. So screening is the first but very important procedure or that operation which must followed very carefully in industries. Now wastewater screening is generally classified into either coarse screening or that fine screening. So screens may be manually or that mechanically cleaned with only the older and the smaller treatment facilities using manually cleaned screens as their primary and only screening device. Core screens are typically used in a primary protection devices and usually have operating openings of 10 mm or the larger. So material which is to be screened, it should be having that the openings of 10 mm or that larger size. Next it is the file screening. Fine screening are used to remove material that may cause operation and maintenance problems in downstream processes, particularly in systems that lack primary treatment, and therefore typical opening sizes of fine screen it is nothing but the 3 to 10 mm. Now mixing. So in our chemistry laboratory also we are using the different kinds of that mixers, that centrifuge and that rotating mixer and the static mixer. So mixers are there. At our home also we are using the mixing. So mixing is required in various units in a treatment of plant, and it can be achieved by the rotating mixers, static mixer, or a creation of a hydraulic jump. Flocculation, it is a process of contact and adhesion whereby the particles of dispersion form larger size cluster. So this is nothing but the flocculation. It is a surface treatment where we can get that a larger size cluster. Sedimentation is the process in which suspended particles settle out of the fluid in which they are entrained and come out rest against a barrier. This is due to their motion through the fluid in response to the force acting on them. So by means of sedimentation, we can remove the impurities. Flotation, the process of floating a solid or liquid impurities in wastewater due to their low densities is called flotation. Next it is the elutriation. Elutriation is a method for separating insoluble solids into different particle sets based on their size, shape, density using different methods of forces. Normally, the forces used for elutriation includes gravity, buoyancy, electrochemical forces or centrifugal forces. Vacuum filtration. The filtration is a technique used to separate a solid from liquid. The solid is separated from the liquid phase by passing the mixtures over a filtering media. Vacuum filtration is a process in which speed of filtration process is increased by sucking liquid through the membrane, and this process is normally used for the sludge dewatering. Next, heat transfer. Heat transfer and drying are simultaneous processes, one by one. Normally used in a sludge processing and the dewatering. In first step, heat is transferred to refuse, due to which water in refuse start evaporating, which is called drying. The unit processes. Type of treatment in which removal of contaminants is brought about by addition of chemicals or use of biological mass are called the unit processes. Therefore, unit processes are further categorized into chemical as well as the biological unit processes. Now the chemical process, where the chemicals are to be treated for the operations, they are reduction or removal is brought about by means of chemical reaction by adding chemical and providing suitable environment which facilitates the desired reaction. Major treatment methods falling under the category chemical neutralization to control or adjust the pH system, chemical coagulation to remove colloidal particles by chemical destabilization or and the flocculation, and chemical precipitation to enhance the removal of suspended solids, phosphorus, heavy metals and biological oxygen demand in a specific system conditions. Chemical oxidation is used to remove the grease, ammonia, biological oxygen demand, chemical oxygen demand, and for odor control in a particular requirement. So when oxidation it is followed in the reaction in or in a machineries in a proper manner, so that it will helpful to remove the grease or that odor. Chemical disinfection, that is to be used to kill the pathogens or the bacteria which we don't want in a influent and treated as a effluent. Biological unit processes, the wastewater treatment methods in which treatment purpose is achieved by microorganisms. Major treatment methods following under this category, they are suspended growth process. Microorganisms performing biological activity are suspended and evenly mixed in a wastewater. And the categories are activated sludge process, aerated lagoons, oxidation points, aerobic and anaerobic disasters. Attached growth processes, it is helpful for microorganisms which are performing biological activity are attached and make colonies to some medium. Wastewater pass through the medium and microorganisms attached to medium extract solids, contaminants and fulfill treatment purpose. Some example of these categories are tickling filters, rotating biological controls, biotowers and upflow filters. Wastewater treatment systems. It is used a set of combination used for available unit operation and the processes for wastewater treatment. There are 4 treatment steps. One is the preliminary treatment, second it is the primary treatment, secondary treatment and the tertiary treatment or the advanced treatment. In preliminary treatment, the objective of it is preliminary treatment fulfill following purposes: receive influent, flow measurement, screening to protect next treatment units from larger size solids, pumping as required to lift wastewater above ground level so that wastewater flow should be derived from gravity in following treatment step. Grit removal to protect mechanical equipment from abrasive wear. And this screen which is showing that the diagram, it is nothing but the flow diagram of a preliminary treatment. You just see it how that the processes are followed in the industries for the preliminary treatment. In primary treatment, the objective of primary treatment is to reduce the organic load on secondary treatment process. So, primary treatment removes behavior solids from the wastewater by sedimentation. Primary clarifier reduces 60 to 70% of suspended inorganic solids and 30 to 32% organic solids. And this is the screen which shows that a flow diagram of a preliminary treatment. Secondary treatment, the objective of it is to convert the organic material into solid biomass for removal of a secondary clarifier. And several treatment alternatives which exist, that including activated sludge, that is suspended growth, how it is to be followed, the reaction and the mechanism which is to be shown in a diagram. Tickling filter, here that attached growth, how it is to be followed, this is the diagram which shown. Then tertiary treatment and advanced treatment. The objective of it is to further reduce the amount of residual impurities in effluent of secondary treatment. Advanced treatment is normally provided in the cases the quality of conventionally treated wastewater secondary effluent which is unsuitable for final disposal requirements into receiving the water body. The concentration of residual organic materials and suspended solids require further reduction and complete removal of specific reuse or recycling of wastewater after the secondary treatment. And the concentrations of nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus is high for final disposal or use or recycling of wastewater. The treatment and the table which is shown on the screen, it gives the information regarding the treatment technique and which are used for the removal of the material. So first it is the granular media filtration, ultrafiltration and the micro stainers. They are used for the removal of residual solids. Second, it is the biological nitrification, denitrification, ion exchange and the air stripping, that is to be used to remove the nitrogen, chlorine and the dissolved gases. Third, it is the biological and the chemical processes which is used to remove of a residual nitrogen and a phosphorus. And last one, it is the reverse osmosis, electrodialysis and the chemical precipitation that is used for the removal of residual dissolved inorganic solids, refractory organics and the complex organic compounds. The diagram, it is exactly showing how that a processes are followed in the industries. Each one square is nothing but the one different tanks that material it is to be treated in a preliminary or secondary treatment. The functions of treatment plant units. Major function, it is sump and the pump unit to collect community wastewater in a sump unit and pump it to next units at raised level so that flow is maintained by the gravity. Screen, it is used to remove large floating material in wastewater to the protect next treatment units for damaging and the clogging. Grit chamber, in grit chamber, the process which is to be followed to remove high density suspended particles by settlement. And skimming tank to collect floating solids, oil, grease from the water space. Primary sedimentation tank, it is used to remove fine suspended inorganic and settle able organic solids and floating scrum. Aeration chamber, it is used to act or it acts as a biological treatment unit in which microorganism in it suspended from contribute towards treatment and much COD and BOD is removed in this process. Secondary sedimentation or settling tank, in this it thickens or to thicken and segregate biological sludge from the wastewater. And last one, it is the sludge digester. It is used to treat the sludge before final disposal. So these are the methods which are to be followed in a tank, different tanks, which is shown in a diagram or schematic diagram method. Selection of treatment plant system. This is very important to choosing a suitable combination and treatment is to be followed in a proper manner. Degree of treatment to bring quality or fine effluent. This means that type and the amount of impurities in effluent that need to be reduced to a certain level. Second, it is regulatory or legal requirement of amount of impurities in effluent. Then third, it is to ensure that final effluent is safe for end disposal or acceptable for specific reuse. Then topology or space available for treatment plant site. And fifth, it is availability or non-availability mechanical and skilled personnel to handle the treatment plant. So person who is handle the operations, he must be skillful and he has the proper degree and the skill to operate the systems. It is also important to consider the following points while selecting the specific treatment system. They are: reduction of inorganic material component of wastewater is much easier and cheaper than the removal of organic contents of a wastewater, and the removal of suspended solids required from wastewater requires lesser time and effort than colloidal and the dissolved solids. So the slide or that diagram in this screen which is showing that all the processes they are or that unit operations which are followed in a different industries. We have studied in the water treatment the operations they correlate with it, and that mechanism which is to be shown in a diagram, they are to be clearly understand by us. So the guys, go through the video which is to be given to you. the methods or that operations which are to be followed, they are very easy and the clean manner. The diagram shown in a correctly. So you have to write the short note on the unit operation, the terms which are followed, the categories which are to be maintained, and send it to me by my email ID smithagiri2012@gmail.com. Stay safe, stay home, use mask and wash your hands frequently. Thank you very much.